Ayan,
Good
magandang
morning.
umaga po muli sa ating mga online learners sa buong Pilipinas. Ako po si Tutor Mel mula sa SDO Palawan. Kasama ko po si Tutor.
At ako naman po si Tutor Mean from the STO Quezon City. Ayan, good morning po sa inyong lahat, mga tuties.
Ayan, magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. Ayan po. So, ngayon po ay kami nandito na naman. Tayo ngayon ay nasa ating 4th quarter na, Tutor Mean. Di ba? Napakabilis lang ng panahon. Nakaraan ay tayo na sa 1st quarter ngayon. 4th quarter na week 1 sa ating subject na Applied Economics. Yan, mga senior high school students under ABM track. Patuloy po tayong makinig at matuto dito sa ating DepEd Itulay online tutorial platform. Ayan.
Ayan, so ano ba yung ating magiging topic sa umaga nito, Tutor Muel?
Of course, dito sa ating online tutorial platform, sa topic natin na environmental analysis. At tayo ay merong objectives. Ano ang mga ito, Tutor Mayan?
Okay, so muna pasalamatan muna natin ang SEO Pasig City sa ating ginamit na reference module sa ating topic sa umagang ito. Ayan, ano po yung ating objective sa umagang ito, Tutor Muel? Number 1,
maraming salamat SDO Pasig. At yan, maraming salamat din po sa lahat ng ating patuloy na nakasubaybay ng mga tuties and online learners. Ito ang ating objectives ngayong umaga. Number 1, discuss business environment. Number 2, enumerate other factors to consider in identifying business opportunities. And number 3, applying business analysis in identifying business opportunities. Ayan, patuloy po tayo, Tutor Mayan.
Ayan, at bago po tayo magsimula mga tuties, magkaroon muna tayo ng pre-test. Ano ba yung ating kaalaman, no? Our prior knowledge about the lesson that we're going to discuss today. So read each statement carefully and choose the letter of the best or the correct answer. Ayan. So simulan natin, no? Number 1. Ayan. Alam ko, excited na sila. Ano ba yung ating pre-test sa umagang ito, Tutor Romuel?
Ayan, number 1. It is a process of identifying the internal and external elements that affect the organization's performance. Ano kaya ito? A, business analysis. B, business environment. Letter C, environmental analysis. Or letter D, environmental scanning. Process daw to identify internal and external. Ano kaya ang inyong sagot? Sige nga, online learners and tuties, pwede nyo i-comment sa ating comment section ang inyong mga sagot para malaman namin kung kayo ay tama. Okay, ito po ay pre-test just to check your knowledge about this topic. Okay, kung ang inyong sagot ay letter D, kayo ay tama. Environmental scanning. How about number 2?
Ayan, for number 2. It includes all internal and external factors that affect the performance of the company. Ano kaya ito, no? 1, environmental analysis. B, environmental scanning. C, business analysis. And letter D, business environment. Sagot na mga tuties, no? Ano ba yung ating prior analysis? If I remember, yung kayo ay nasa junior high school, medyo na-discuss nyo itong mga business analysis, no? Medyo sa gitna lang, ano? So ano kaya ito? Ito kaya ay analysis? Ito kaya ay scanning? Ito kaya business analysis or the environment? Yan. Kung ang sagot ninyo ay letter D, kayo ay tama, mga tuties. Okay. Ano naman kaya ang ating pretest number 3, Tutor Romuel?
Ayan. No, sagot po ni Joseph po sa ating YouTube, na sa YouTube channel natin, nanonood siya. No, letter D daw ang kanyang sagot sa number 1 at letter D din ang kanyang sagot sa number 2. Number 3, these factors are controllable by the management. A, macro environment. B, letter A, letter B, macro environment. Letter C, internal environment. Or letter D, external environment. Controllable, ibig sabihin, nakokontrol ng management ng business. Ano kaya ang sagot natin dito, mga online learners and tuties? Ayan, kung ang sagot ninyo ay letter C, internal environment, kayo ay Tama. Ang husay ng ating mga online learners and tuties. Tutor Mayan.
Okay, number 4 na po tayo, Tutor Romuel. Ayan. Ito naman yung mga factors that are beyond the control of the management. However, have a great impact on the performance, decision-making, and strategy of the business. No, ito naman yung hindi nakokontrol ng management. A, external environment. B, internal environment. C, macro environment. And letter D, micro environment. Sige mga chutis, comment down your answer on our comment section down below. Okay. Ano kaya ito? A, B, C, or D? Yan. Kung ang sagot niyo ay letter A, external, kayo ay correct. Ayan. Okay, ano na kaya yung number 5 natin, Tutor Romuel?
Napakahusay ng ating mga tuties, Tutor Mayan. Number 5, it is a strategic tool to identify the external and internal environment. A, environmental analysis. B, environmental scanning. C, business analysis. Or letter D, in a business environment. Strategic tool. Ano kaya ang sagot natin dito, Tutor Mayan? Ayan, sagot ni Joseph Bulaklak, letter A daw sa number 4. At sa number 5 ay letter A din ang kanyang sagot. Very good. Mahusay si Chuti Joseph Bulaklak. Ang galing-galing. Ayan, ano ang susunod natin, Tutor Mayan? Ayan, shout out sa lahat ng ating mga tuties and online learners na nanonood sa iba't ibang panig ng bansa. Ayan, shout out po sa mga taga-Coron School of Fisheries na patuloy na kasubaybay dito sa ating DepEd Ituloy online tutorial platform. And Tutor Mayan?
Ayan. So tapos na tayo sa pretest mga tuties. Ngayon mag-review naman tayo. If you remember, last week nag-discuss tayo about the Porter's 5 forces analysis. This is an industrial analysis, no? So medyo magkaroon tayo ng konting review, no? And for each independent statement, identify what forces best describes. Okay, simulan natin. Number 1, Tutor Romuel.
Ayan, this force examines how easy or difficult it is for the competition to join the marketplace in the industry being examined. A, threat or substitute products or services. B, threat of new entrants. Letter D, C, bargaining power of suppliers. Ano kaya ang sagot natin dito sa ating review number 1 that we discussed last Business Friday? Ano kaya? Yan. Yes, letter B ang ating sagot. Threat of new entrants. Ano kaya number 2, Tutor Mayan?
Ayan, Tutor Romuel, number 2 review tayo mga tuties. This first looks at the power of the consumer to affect pricing and quality, no? Ano naman kaya itong puwersa na to, no? Na i-analyze natin. It is more on considering the power of the consumer. A, threat of substitute products or services. B, bargaining power of buyers. And letter C, bargaining power of suppliers. Ayan, ang dali, ano? So, look at the power of the consumer. Ayan. So, kung ang sagot niyo ay letter B, kayo ay correct. Ayan. So, napitin na tayo, Tutor Romuel. Yan.
Yan ang husay ni Joseph. Letter B daw kanyang sagot sa number 2. Next naman, number 3. This force studies how easy it is for consumers to switch from a business's products or services to that of a competitor. Ayan, letter A, threat of substitute products or service. B, threat of new entrants. Letter C, competitive rivalry. Ano kaya ang sagot natin dito sa ating number 3 review? Ayan, good morning po sa lahat ng mga online learners, kay Erwin Lorenzo. Good morning kay Rosemary Ocampo. Kung ang sagot niyo ay letter A, kayo ay tama. Ang husay ng ating mga tuties. Number 4 na tayo, Tutor Mayan.
Okay, thank you, Tutor Romuel. Okay, mga tutis, number 4, no? So this first analyzes how much power a business suppliers has. So ito naman, no, i-analyze naman natin yung kapangyarihan ng mga suppliers or producers. Is it A, threat of substitute products or services? B, bargaining power of buyers. And letter C, the bargaining power of suppliers. Ayan, ano kaya ito sa Porter's 5 forces, no? A, B, or C. Ayan. So mga chutis ko, ang sagot ninyo ay letter C. Kayo ay
First C daw, Tutor Mayan. Ayan. Sabi ni Erwin Lorenzo, letter C, napakahusay.
Okay, so number 5 na tayo, Tutor Romuel.
Yan, number 5 na tayo, no? This force examines how intense the competition currently in the market. Wow, intense talaga, no? A, threat of substitute product or services. B, threat of new entrants. Or letter C, competitive rivalry. Ayan, sabi po ni Rosemary Ocampo, letter C daw. Check na natin kung anong tamang sagot natin dyan, Tutor Mayan. Very good, Rosemary. Ang ating sagot ay letter C, competitive rivalry.
Yan, thank you mga tutis. Ang gagaling ng ating mga tutis, di ba, Tutor Romuel? Ayan, talagang malamang, talagang nanood at nakinig sila last Friday. Ayan. So, dumako na po tayo, no? Ano yung ating topic sa umagang ito? Tutor Romuel, ayan. Tutor Romuel, ayan. No, ano po ba yung ating topic sa umagang ito? O, basahin ko yung introduction, no? In the previous sections, we have analyzed how profitability is being shaped, no? By competitions for market power among rival firms. But there are other impacts of factors and forces that may indirectly affect the operations and profitability of the business enterprises. And we must consider and analyze using environmental scanning. So last week na pag-aralan natin yung industrial analysis or industrial analysis now. Pag-aaralan naman natin ang tinatawag na environmental scanning. Ano kaya ito, Tutor Romuel, para magka-idea yung ating mga tutis? What is environmental scanning all about? Yan.
Yan, thank you, Tutor Mayan. No? Muli, online learners and online tutis, you may share our live for today para ang inyo rin mga classmates ay makapanood at sila rin ay matuto dito sa subject na applied economics. So ano nga po ba itong environmental scanning na to? So it is a process used by organization to monitor their external and internal environment, diba? So the purpose of the scan is to identify the opportunities and threats affecting the business. Kaya nila ito ginagawa kasi para malaman nila ano ba yung mga possible na threats sa kanilang business at syempre mga opportunities na pwede nilang pasukin para mas maipalago ang kanilang negosyo. Diba? As a part of the environmental scanning process, the organization collects the information regarding its environment and analyze the impact of changes in the market. Diba? Napakaganda na ang mga business ay merong ginagawang environmental scanning, Tutor Mayan.
Okay, Tutor Romuel, no? So ano ba yung ating gagawin or ano ba yung i-scan natin, no? So sabi doon, environment. So we're now going to take a look about environment. So what is business environment? So sabi dito, it includes all internal and external factors that affect the company's performance and functions. It includes employees, customers, management, supply and demand, business regulations, and competition. So pag-aaralan natin na medyo linga-linga sa paligid, no? Yung mga nakapalibot sa atin, yung mga customers, the management, yung mga supplier, the regulations, lahat, no? Yung mga competitors natin, they are part of the business environment. Diba, Tutor Romuel? So, ano kaya itong mga environment na to? Kasi they are divided into two, Tutor Romuel, diba? So, ito si Tutor Romuel na ipapaliwanag niya yung ating dalawang environment or business environment. Yeah.
Ayan, no, napakahusay nga, Tutor Mayan. No, business environment is divided in are divided into two. No, we have internal environment and external environment. When we say internal environment, ito yung mga controllable ng ating management or the business organization. No, and external environment naman, hindi external environment divided din siya sa dalawang uri, no? Ito yung micro-environment and of course, macro-environment naman. Ano-ano nga po ba itong mga environment na to, Tutor Mayan?
Ayan. So, salamat, Tutor Romel, mga chutis, no? What is internal environment? So, the internal environment of the organization consists of factors that are controllable. Sabi nga ni Tutor Romel, controllable by the management. And it consists of various elements like the value system, yung na-mention niya kanina, mission, the vision, the goals of the objectives, kasi nababago yan, diba? And then, structure, no? Structure, organization, culture, the quality of employees, the labor unions, kung gusto niyo magkaroon ng union, diba? Okay din naman. And then, technological capabilities, no? Yung pabago-bago natin equipment, they are the part of internal environment. And we have, again, another one, the external environment, Tutor Romuel.
Ayan, bago tayo pumunta sa external environment, gusto ko lang batiin sina Samantha Dizon, Charlotte De Los Santos, Christopher Quintina, si Sir Rainier De Jesus, watching daw from SDO Caloocan, at ang iba pa nating mga cuties na nanonood mula sa iba't ibang lugar dito sa Pilipinas. Ayan, so external environment, sabi nga natin, ito naman ay hindi control ng ating business management, no? These environment factors are beyond the control of the business, but they still minimize the impact if the business has an effective strategic plan. So there are two elements of external environment, which are the micro and macro external environment. Ano-ano nga ba itong mga macro and micro na to, Tutor Mayan?
Ayan. So, these factors yung tinatawag natin micro and macro, they are part of the so-called environmental analysis, no? At these micro and macro factors na to, gagamitin natin ito dito sa isang analysis, no, or business analysis that we call environmental analysis. Now, ano ba muna itong environmental analysis na to? It is one of the tool or strategic tool in assessing the level of threats or opportunities that might affect the business. This eventually helps the management team to make better decisions. If you remember, mga chuties, di ba maraming mga tools. We have studied the SWOT analysis. Ayan. We have also the so-called the Porter's analysis. Ayun, napag-aralan na natin yun. And now, this is the new one, the environmental analysis. And it will cover the two factors. We have the so-called the macro and the micro environment factors. Ayan, Tutor Romuel. So, ipaliwanag natin sa ating mga duties, ano ba itong gagawing basihan ng environmental analysis? That is the so-called the micro environment factors, Tutor Romuel.
Ayan. Salamat, Tutor Mayan, para sa microenvironment factors naman. Ito yung mga suppliers natin, customers, resellers, at saka yung ating mga competition. Di ba? Murang delivery. So ito sila, nakaka-apekto sila in a small way. While macro, it's a big aspect of the business environment. While micro naman is yung maliit lang sa ating business factor environment natin. Tutor Mayan?
Ayan, no? So, medyo linawin lang natin yung covered ng micro-environment factors natin, Tutor Romel, para sa ating mga duties sa umagang ito. Number one, binrake down natin to sa suppliers. Sino ba itong suppliers? They are the one who control the success of the business when they hold power. The supplier holds the power when they're the only or the largest supplier of the goods in the market. So considering, kapag i-apply daw po natin environmental analysis, we have to consider one. Kapag micro-environment factors, the suppliers. Pangalawa, Tutor Romuel, ano pa yung ating pang i-consider aside sa suppliers?
Ayan, of course, siyempre, yung ating mga resellers, no? Market intermediaries, middlemen, or resellers have a great contribution to the delivery of products to the ultimate consumers. For example, if the reseller has a reputable name, then this reputable can be leveraged in marketing the product. Siyempre, di ba, ito yung mga pwede silang mas ma-deliver kaagad yung mga produkto natin sa ating mga consumers. Ano pa ba ito, Tutor Mayan? Bukod dito sa
So we have the
reseller and
cost.
suppliers?
Yes, Tutor Romuel, no? Duties, meron pa, no? Customers. So kailangan, ano, i-consider natin tong factors na to, the customers. Why? Because the customers are important because they drive revenues. And without them, businesses have nothing to offer. So customers define as an individual or business that purchase goods or services. Ayan. So we have the suppliers, the resellers, we have the customer, and Tutor Romuel, the last one is
Competition. Ayan. Of course, meron din tayong competition. Those who sell the same or similar product and services as your organization is called competitors. Ito yung mga kakompetensya natin, di ba? The presence of one or more competitors can reduce the price of goods and services. Di ba? Sa supply and demand, kapag maraming nagsusupply, ano nangyayari sa presyo? Baba. Maganda rin sometimes na mayroon tayong kakompetensya para bumaba yung mga produkto ng mga bilihin, no? Pero on the part of the consumers yon. Pero on the part of the business owners, ayaw nila na may kakompetensya sila, no? Para sila lang yung mag-monopoly ng business na yon. Pero maganda rin na may iba't iba tayong choices, 'di ba? Tutor Mayan.
yes. So
Ayan,
yun yung
yung
mga
yan po yung micro environment factors natin. So we have suppliers, resellers, consumers, and competitors. Ano yung susunod natin, Tutor Mayan?
Ayan, ito pa yung pangalawang i-consider natin in applications of the so-called environmental analysis. Ito, ang tawag nila dito minsan, naririnig ko sa acronym PESTEL, no? This is a macro environment factor. So we have consider the political, economic, social, technological, environmental, and legal. Ayan, ano-ano kaya itong mga ito para sa ating mga duties, Tutor Romuel? Ayan. So, one, political, Tutor Romuel. Ayan.
Ayan, meron tayong political, no? So yan, these are about how and to what degree a government intervenes in the economy. So this includes government policies, political stability or instability in overseas market, foreign trade policies, tax policy, labor law, environmental law, and trade restriction, which these political aspects can really affect, no, our business. Kaya dapat we are well informed with the different political or policies that the government will impose. Lalong-lalo na yung sa taxes natin, di ba, Tutor Mayan, yung computation ng tax, how much do we need to pay with applicable with the different brackets sa tax natin. And of course, the environmental laws. Ayan yung sa political. How about the other? Ano naman po yung under pestle natin, Tutor Mayan?
Ayan. Economic factors. These are significant impact on how an organization does business and also how it is profitable. These factors include economic growth, interest rates, exchange rates, inflation, disposable income of consumers and businesses. So we have to consider this economic factor in doing the so-called environmental analysis. Kasi example, you identify business opportunities. Kaya tingnan natin ano ba ngayon ang status ng ating ekonomiya, no? Magkano ba ang kinikita ng mga tao sa ating lugar? Baka naman nagbenta tayo ng branded tapos medyo minimum lang pala yung ating mga customers natin. So we have to consider this economic as part of the micro environment factors. Ayan. Pangatlo, Tutor Romuel. Yan.
Of course, the social, it includes the shared belief and attitudes of the population. These factors are population growth, age distribution, health consciousness, career, attitudes, and so on. Dito pumapasok yung mga yung mga perception and preferred ng ating mga consumers pagdating sa ating products. Diba, Tutor Mayan?
Opo,
Ayan,
Tutor
susunod naman
Romel. Ayan
natin.
mga chutis. Okay. Hello mga chutis. Ayan na. So nakakailan na ba tayo, no? So another factors, economic, no? These factors have become important due to the increasing scarcity of raw materials, pollution targets, and doing business and ethical and sustainable companies. So we consider this, no? Ano ba yung mga nasa paligid din natin, our economic system, what are the demands and the supplies, no? So we have also to consider this in doing the so-called the environmental analysis. So, Tutor Romel, ano po ba yung next natin? Ayan.
And of course, is legal, no? Includes health and safety, equal opportunities, advertising standards, consumer rights and laws, product labeling, and product safety. It is clear that companies need to know what is and what is not legal in order to trade successfully. Yan, may mga batas po tayo na kailangang sabayan o i-follow ng ating mga business owners para hindi po sila mapasara, lalong-lalo na no, sa advertisement. Dapat proper advertisement yung kanilang ibibigay sa ating mga consumers. Diba? Ayan, shoutout po, Tutor Mayan, sa ating mga manonood mula kay Ma'am Trends Guarin, kay Angelica Marantal. Good morning po sa inyong lahat at good morning po watching from Tandaay High School, Lenly Laresma. Ayan. Ano susunod natin, Tutor Mayan?
Ayan. So, next is, ayan. Tapos na pala tayo sa PESTEL, Tutor Romel, no? Ito pa, we have the other factors in identifying business opportunities, no? We have studied the so-called industry analysis, now environmental analysis. Now, ano-ano pa ba yung mga tools na ginagamit in identifying business opportunities? So, let us break down into 7. So, 1 is the study demand and supply gap. This is one factors that we have to consider. Ano pa itong tinatawag na study demand and supply gap, no? So find out how the present demand for certain products or services in the community is being met. For example, nakita nyo nag-boom yung construction business. So tingnan niyo yung mga nagtitinda sa inyo ng mga construction materials, ano kaya yung wala sa kanila, no? So ang dami-dami kasing mga products or materials ng construction. So in studying the demand and supply gap, so doon magkakaroon ka na idea, no, ano kaya yung business yung itatayo ko or i-manage ko or sisimulan ko. So number 1, study demand and supply gap. Number 2 po tayo, Tutor Romel.
Ayan, no, other factors in identifying business opportunities is study import-export movement. So study imports possibly given the resources. You can reproduce this the same high quality as a lower cost. Example, quality produced meat like longganisa as local substitute for imported meat. Ayan, di ba? Aralin natin yung import, yung ating kinukuha ng mga produkto sa ibang lugar. Kung kaya naman nating i-produce, why not na tayo na ang mag-produce dahil pwede pang mas mababa yung produkto na mabibenta natin dahil hindi tayo nagbayad ng transportation cost. Di ba, Tutor Mayan? Ayan. Ano yung susunod nating other opportunities, Tutor Mayan?
Is capitalize on available resources. So, halimbawa, tingin sa paligid, may raw materials, may mga skills naman, industry information. So, dito lang tayo mag-start kung ano yung meron sa atin. Ano. So, tingnan sa paligid, ano yung raw materials na meron ka na pwede mong pagkakitaan. Second, yung skills, baka naman pwedeng i-upgrade or i-develop yung skills through attending seminars or other technical skills, no? Then industry information, magbasa-basa tayo ng mga journals to keep updated on business ideas. So through this capitalizing on the available resources that we had right now, ay magkakaroon tayo ng idea. What business are we going to open or to start up? Okay, number 4 po, Tutor Romuel. Yan.
Ayan, of course, di ba, technology. Nowadays, we are advanced in technology. No, look for advances or improvements in technology. This might be useful in upgrading or improving traditional product system or starting a new business together, di ba? Example, volcanic ash to pot, di ba? Yung ating mga other way, di ba? Onlines ngayon, marami ng mga onlines na pwede natin magamit with the use of technologies at pwedeng mas mapadali yung ating production and transportation ng products because of technology. Kaya check din natin yung mga technologies natin from time to time and get updated with the latest technology being released by the different technologies or technology companies. Tutor Mayan.
Ayan pang 5, no? Adapt, complement, and shape, no? We have to get familiar with the current economic situation in communities, comparable. Can you pick up something from it with some modification? Be observant or in short, innovate, no? Tingin-tingin sa ating kapaligiran. Baka naman may mga material dyan na pwede nating i-modify or i-innovate. Through this, no, adapt, complement, and shape, magkakaroon tayo ng idea, no? Kung anong business yung pwede nating itayo. Ayan. So number 6 na po tayo, Tutor Romuel.
Again, number 6, explore reward backward industry linkages. Now, find out what possible business ideas you can pick up from what already exists. Ayan, di ba? Ano daw yung what exists, kung ano yung nangyari backward and forward. Pwede tayong maglagay ng twist doon sa mga produkto na nandyan na para mas mapaganda natin ito at pwede nating mabigay sa customers. Kasi yung gusto ng customers no nagbabago-bago, Tutor Mayan, kaya pwede tayong gumawa ng bagay o produkto, pwede tayong mag-strategize, nalagyan natin ng twist or something different from what is product already exists in the market, di ba? Katulad ng turon, and may sample tayo dyan, no, yung manok, diba, chicken, so pwede natin siya i-roast or kaya naman i-fried. Yun naman sa turon, di ba, dati turon is ano lang, tawag nito, ano lang siya,
saging,
banana, then sugar and wrapper. Pero pwede natin lagyan ng ubi turon, no, with langka, mga twist natin na pwede magawa. So yan, explore. Yan. So yan ang susunod natin.
Okay, number 7, no? Talagang ang ganda ng mga backward and forward integration kasi doon nakikita yung talagang pagiging malikhain ng isang tao, lalo na kapag, di ba, business tayo, no? Entrepreneur tayo, di ba? Normally, malikhain talaga tayo kasi nga, yung taste ng tao, pabago-bago yung mga customer natin. No? 2 weeks lang, iba na naman yung gusto nilang panlasa. So last, no, screen and select the best alternative investment. No? Considering limited resources, identify number of alternative business ideas. You may then narrow down the choice to 2 or 3 possible projects. Ang dami magiging pang investment, no? Pero depende yun, no? Kung ano na yung kaya mo. Ito lang yung puhunan mo. And then katulad ng pandemic, ano yung magandang negosyo, no? So you have at least many options, 1, 2 or 3 options, okay na yun. And then considering yung resources na meron ka ngayon. If you notice, no, nung pandemic, medyo nag-boom yung mga delivery, di ba, Tutor Romuel, no? Kasi hindi tayo makalabas.
Yes, Tutor Mayan.
Yan.
Ayan,
so,
no?
So, tayo, no?
Ayun na, Ben. Ito na tayo, application na tayo, Tutor Mayan. Sige po. Kayo na po ang mag-discuss nitong application natin sa ating mga tuties.
So, mga tuties, no, na pag-aralan natin, yung mga iba't ibang analysis beforehand. And then yung ating pinag-aralan ngayon, it's other business analysis, no? Example is this explore forward, backward industry linkages, no? For example daw, meron kang plantation ng mangga. How do you apply the so-called backward and forward integration or industry linkages? No? Sige nga, mga tutis, gusto namin kayo naman yung magbigay sa amin ng idea. Ano yung gagawin natin backward? No? Kasi ang dami nating mangga. Okay?
Okay?
Ayan. Nawala. Tutor Mean. Ayan, nawala po si Tutor Mean. Shoutout na lang po muna ako. Shoutout po kay April Ann Rosal, watching from Tandaay High School, SDO Camarines Sur. Ayan, sabi ni Erwin Lorenzo, pwede daw po tayong mag-mango shake. Oo, di ba? Pwede rin tayong mag-dried mangoes. Ano pa ba yung mga pwede natin gawin doon po sa ating, kung marami tayong mga mangga, no? Pwede tayong mag-mango float, no? At iba't ibang mga uri, mag-graham, mango graham sa ating mga, yan, from mango fruit to mango shake. Very good, napakahusay ni Lorenzo. At habang hinintay natin si Tutor Mean, ayan.
And so ang magagaling yung ating mga tutor sa umagang ito, Tutor Romuel, no? This is an example, the applications of the forward and the backward integration. So kung halimbawa, meron tayong plantation ng mangga, imbis na magbabayad tayo ng tubig, ang gagawin natin, we can create our own deep well, no? Ano ba tayong babayaran? And then, tama yung mga sagot niya, no? Forward integration from mangga, gagawa tayo ng mga mango chips. Ayan, ang gagaling na ating mga tutis, Tutor Romuel at Tutor Ana.
Nila Tutor Mean, pwede rin daw po tayong gumawa ng mango shake. Ayan. No?
Ayan, magagaling na mga
medyo
bata.
unstable po ang internet connectivity ni Tutor Mean. Muli maraming, ayan. So, pumunta na tayo sa ating post-test, Tutor Mean. Nandyan ka na po muli. Ayan, so, ayan, right, statement careful. So, read the statement carefully, write to T if the statement is correct, and write otherwise, write F if the statement is not correct. Okay, let's start with number 1, Tutor Mean.
Okay, ayan. Number 1, alam
the economic factors include economic growth, interest rate, exchange rate, inflation, disposable income of consumers and business. Ano kayang sagot natin dito? Economic factor daw. If your answer is letter T, kayo ay tama. True. Very good. Ang sagot nila Lorenzo ay true daw. T. Ang sagot nila April ay T. Next, Tutor Mean, number 2.
Ayun, number 2, gagaling talaga natin mga tutis sa umagang ito. So, the presence of one or more competitors can reduce the prices of goods and services as the companies attempt to gain a larger market share. Is it true or false? Yung pag dumadami yung mga competitors, bumababa daw yung presyo ng mga bilihin o serbisyo. True or false? Ayan. Kung ang sagot ninyo ay, ang sagot ni Tutor Romuel?
Ang sagot ni Erwin, letter T. Ang sagot ni Rhea, letter T. Yan, very good. Ang husay ng ating mga tutis. True ang kanilang sagot. Ayan, let's see kung patuloy silang makakatama sa number 3 question natin. A statement rather. So, environmental analysis is a process used by organization to monitor the external and internal environment. Ano kaya ang sagot natin dito sa number 3? Sige nga, comment your answer to our comment section, tutis. Ayan, sabi daw nila, letter T daw, Tutor Mean. Sabi ni Rhea, letter T. Ay, false pala siya. Okay, so ang sagot ay false. Okay, environmental scanning. Dahil yung analyze is after we have the scan before we analyze. Okay, number 4.
So, a customer is an individual or business. Ang dali, no? That purchases product true or false. Ayan, parang dinefine lang.
Ayan, ang sagot doon nila ay, sige, comment your answer, true. Ayan, sabi ni Erwin, true daw. Okay? Ayan, si Si Desiree Ayen, watching from Tandaay High School, Camarines Sur. Ang layo nito, tutor mo yan. Number 5. Ayan, si Rhea Trudaus. Yan, number 5 is false. Environmental scanning dahil yan ay ang sagot dyan.
Parang nauna yung tanong Ayan. So, environmental
environmental
scanning.
analysis. Ayan, number
May
5,
false
false.
agad na ang
Yan, who
bilis,
got 5/5? Si Erwin, 5/5 daw. Si Rhea, 5/5. Si April, 5/5. Si Desiree, 5/5. Ang husay. So, magkita-kita tayo muli sa susunod na Business Friday, Erwin and Rhea, dahil a-award na namin kayo ni Tutor Mean next Friday.
Okay.
Diba, Tutor Mean?
Malapit na yung ating recognition na Tutor Romel, no? So, salamat sa ating mga ginawang reference, sa ating pag-aaral sa umagang ito. Yung Applied Economic Books for Senior High School ni Romaniano. At syempre, ang module from the SEO Pasig City, marami pong salamat. Sa ating mga tutos na narito sa umagang ito, good morning. Ako po si Tutor Mean from the STO Quezon City.